Hello my friends, I need to have a word with you because today I was actually thinking about what if Bitcoin is going to rally, right? Like we have seen in previous bull markets at the last phase of the bull market. And what happens with altcoins? Like, do they top at the same time as Bitcoin, or do they top later than Bitcoin, or don't they not gonna move at all before Bitcoin reaches all-time highs? So this is actually a very important question to ask. Why? Because it is about timing the markets. Because if you can roughly figure where and when Bitcoin is going to top, then you can also calculate the time span of your altcoin season, or when it is most profitable in your position to take profits on your altcoin position, and on which moment in time it's going to increase the risk. Guys, and I'm going to, the answer is so super simple, but I'm just going to stretch this video to 30 minutes, no joking. But if you just overlay the Bitcoin price with the total market cap of crypto excluding Bitcoin, so basically all altcoins, then you can see exactly what happened. And I want to start, guys, first of all, when you look at both of these lines, they look super correlated, of course, because it is the same asset class, it's the same market, right? But there are some interesting observations one can make when looking at these two lines. The first observation that I'm making, guys, which I find very interesting, and I think we are in that period right now, is that when Bitcoin accelerates in that last part of the bull market, we are seeing the dominance already drop. So when Bitcoin is reaching to all-time highs, or all-time highs, basically the bull market top, the dominance is already way lower than it usually trades. Like, it is just going down, which basically means that liquidity in the whole crypto space is not that concentrated in Bitcoin. It is, of course, still the most concentrated cryptocurrency out there, but in relationship to all the other cryptocurrencies, that ratio is changing. So we have, right now you have Bitcoin and crypto, and now it's going to be Bitcoin and crypto. Right? And that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go lower in US dollar value. No, everything goes up in US dollar value in the previous bull markets because new liquidity is entering the markets. But because we are so late in that phase, late in the bull market, guys, that newer liquidity is a very high speculative liquidity. So that liquidity most of the time goes to assets where it potentially can make more returns. So when Bitcoin is trading at, let's say, 100,000 US dollars, the chances that it doubles to 200,000 US dollars is, of course, lower than if you take a smaller altcoin. You can have, it would be easier to double your money kind of with a different project than with Bitcoin, because once liquidity flows to the smaller altcoin market caps, then the valuations are going to go crazy, like 2x, 5x, 10x, some might even do 100x. But I would say don't aim for that, because most of the time it's very difficult to pick the 100x or to, and you most of the time often have to enter exactly at the bottom. Another observation that I'm making, guys, is that once Bitcoin tops in the bull market, and this is maybe the most important observation, actually they're both very important, but when Bitcoin tops, it is also the moment roughly when the total crypto market cap tops. This is very important to realize, because a lot of people think, whoa, Bitcoin tops and then altcoin season starts. It kind of is true that the altcoin season reaches that climax after Bitcoin topped, kind of true, but they top at the same time, roughly. So in 2017, the top from Bitcoin and the top from the altcoin markets was 2 to 3 weeks. So a very short time frame. And I have to look at the 2020, 21. it was actually the exact same moment. So you could actually say that in 2017 there was a delay, but I would also argue, guys, that the hype in 2017 was way crazier than the hype that we are seeing right now. I would say it would be more safer to say, look at the 2021, 22, 21 bull market actually, because there they top at the exact same time. So we can actually make the statement that Bitcoin and the altcoin market will top at the very exact same time, or they might have a delay with top 3 weeks, but maybe a couple of days, maybe 1-2 weeks. Why? But you got to be careful in terms of risk management that when you know, for example, that Bitcoin has stopped, you want to take a step back. Right, you want to take a step back because the risk to the downside is increasing. That also depends on which levels your altcoin is trading. But I just found that this video or this question is actually very interesting. And yeah, we are already stretching the video right now to over 6 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly summarize it and then we are going to end it. 2 major observations that are important, although they are very simple. First one is, when going into the latest phase of the bull markets, the Bitcoin dominance is already dropping. So the part of the cycle that we are entering right now, most of the time is more lucrative for altcoins. If we look at the previous 2 cycles. Second of all, they top at the exact same time generally. Right? So don't expect when Bitcoin tops, we have a couple of months left for altcoin season. No, that's not what happens. Generally, when Bitcoin tops and is going into another direction, you might have a couple of days, maybe 1 week, but that is in a unique situation because 2017 was very unique. I'm going to assume in this bull market, also depending of course where in the charts the altcoins are, that Bitcoin and the altcoin markets are going to top at the exact same time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. I hope this video finds all the people that are interested in it. And yeah, wish you all a beautiful day and hope to see every single one in the next video. Bye bye.